Since the departure of his mother, Wizkid stated that his life has been meaningless without her. The singer, in a post on his Instagram page, urged his fans to walk with God. And the good thing too, you know, there's always a sad story and there's always a good story. Wizkid came out with his EP, which is spectacular, because a lot of people are saying, oh, this Wizkid, this EP, not, I think a couple of people, this EP is boring, this EP. I love the EP and I don't think it's boring. It's just him recreating his craft. It's just him trying to do something different, doing it in an entirely different way to just help him express himself. You know, a lot of people are battling with one issue or the other. You never can tell. This is, music is a place where people easily express themselves, and it's to the listening of everybody. If I come here and sit down and I'm singing one kind of song for you, trust me, you listen to me. I might decide to tell you the story of my life, share my problems with you, and if you're listening to me, be able to know exactly what is wrong with me. So music is like a way someone can entertain himself, at the same time get to express himself and how he feels, the pains he's battling with all the time. And trust me, that album, I love it because I feel Wizkid is a talented person. He's super talented. In the music industry, he's like a king. We all know that. But then people will always talk, whether it's interesting, whether it's not, people will always say something, which is okay. Davido's Timeless concert recently blew the roof off the iconic Eagle Square in Abuja. The concert was organized by Entertainment as they set new records and made history in entertainment scene in Abuja. The crowd was elated from start to finish as the beat drops and Eagle Square turned into one massive party hosted by Ahiz, with awesome performance from Meravi, Logos Olori and Odumode Black. The Timeless concert was a huge showcase of musical talent with a wide array of up-and-coming artists who brought their A game to the stage. Highly sought after the hype men and the celebrities like Cross the Boss, Neo Akpofure, Jerry Scarfer, and Special Spesh took the Timeless stage by storm as they raised the audience spirit at top of Abuja's biggest concert this year. DJs like Romy, TTB, and Eco had the audience dancing from start to finish as they cheered a readiness to watch Davido perform live. The Davido Timeless concert wasn't just about the hit, but about creating an unforgettable experience. Entertainment nailed it with a lineup that celebrates the best in the game while giving new talents a chance to shine. The night ascended to greater musical heights and excitement as Davido delivered a stellar performance with classical songs from his Timeless album and other songs from his discography, including The Money, Aye, Brothers Boy, Blow My Mind, and Risky. His remarkable performance was delivered perfectly through a live band with DJ Eco and Special Spesh as the hype man. Logo Olori and Meravi also joined him on stage to perform their future song from the Timeless album. An Abuja-based Juju band kidnapped along the Lokoja Highway has regained freedom at last after days in captivity. Singer Adeyinka Adebayo, in a social media post on Monday, said the band leader was abducted alongside his crew while returning from a show in Kogi State. Adebayo further disclosed that the kidnappers demanded a 10 million naira ransom from each member. In a recent development, popular Christian singer Adegbodu Taiwo shared a video of a band being ushered out of a white bus. He wrote, "To God alone be the glory. Omoba, the Jumbo Beat, and his crew are back to Abuja safely. No more sorrows." The amount paid to secure this release was not disclosed, whether they were paying, they ended up paying like the 10 million for each person or not. But one good thing is at all times we have to give thanks to God because they are back safe and alive. When I watched that video, I was heartbroken. I can only imagine the pain. You could see when they were coming out of the bus, the stress, how they were working. Like it's so painful. Like I was pain. But then I just pray this festive period, God is going to protect us all, because a lot of people are going to be traveling in and out. You know, yesterday I saw, was it yesterday or a day before? I saw this video of people who were able to escape kidnapping on the road, just Lokoja Road. And I'm like, what is going on that road again? So we, at all times, honestly, before you step out, you have to always pray, because you don't know what is happening next. It's very, very important, because you have to pray to God, let him take you out and bring you back in. Because when you go out and come back home safely, you need to just thank God, because, man, a lot is going on, like a whole lot. Well, we're going to take this short break, and we'll be back shortly. And we're back. Former Big Brother Naija winner Josephine Otabor, popularly known as Phyna, has been invited by the Nigerian police over her alleged failure to return a rented wig after the expiration of the rental period. Recall that the hair vendor recently called out Phyna for allegedly refusing to return a rented wig after the expiration of the rented period. Despite initially denying the allegations, Phyna, in a video shared on her social media page recently, admitted renting the wig, saying she returned it after she was called out, but the hair vendor rejected it. According to her, she decided to keep the wig because the damage the hair vendor did to her was more than the price of the wig. She said the hair vendor came to her house with some police officers and dropped a letter after they met her absence. Phyna said, "Yesterday, my younger sister called me and said, I have visitors in my house. I asked who they were, and she said 2 policemen, the hairstylist, and one woman. I asked who the woman was. She said she doesn't know the woman, and they dropped a letter because it's from the police. I want to know what to do." It reads, "This is the Nigerian police invitation to the police. They now put my name, my address." Then it continued, "From the DPO Nigerian Police, Ogudu. I don't know where Ogudu is, but I will find out." Now, this issue of Phyna renting wig has brought so much of conversation, and like, do girls rent wig? Why would they even rent wig? Like, why are you renting wig? But I say there's nothing wrong with that, because man, if you're going to rent something, well, there's something wrong with that, and there's nothing wrong with that at the same time. Now it depends. If you want to use something, if you want to rent a wig, it's okay. I don't know if it's something, but to me, my opinion, you know, no, I'm not renting my wig. Like, I'm not renting. Yeah, so it's an opinion for you. If you want to rent something for an event, you know, we have this place that it's a dress-up empire. You can just go there, get dressed. Some people, you buy them. Some people, they will just dress you up. Okay, let's say people rent wedding dress. Do they not? They do. Do you come out and say, oh, that bride rented her wedding dress? Well, at the end of the contract, when you're supposed to return it, you return it. Because if a bride should rent a wedding dress and she doesn't return it, they'll call her out. So if you're renting something, I feel it's only good for you to return it, because that's business. The person is doing business, like you're trying to hold back their business and all of that. And some people say, like, why will celebrities rent wig? They have all the money. You should buy the wig. How many wigs do you need to buy? For real. Things that, for women, we don't get it enough. We always want more and more and more and more and more. It doesn't just stop. We can have 1 million wigs and we want to buy more. It's just the way it is. You can all bear me witness, because women, we are a lot to deal with. But then the men should take it, because that's why we are women, and we're part of the men's life, right? Well, I have to be a little bit selfish, because I'm like that. So I feel there's nothing wrong with that. If you're going to rent a wig or you want to rent something, just make sure, try your best to return it at the right time that the agreement was signed. Even though Phyna said she didn't even know that the wig was rented. So I was trying to understand, okay, she didn't know that the wig was rented. Was it that, okay, she paid for the wig as in purchase, or they dashed her the wig? Well, that's a lot. She alone knows what transpired. The both of them knew what transpired between the two of them. But I feel at all times, when you rent something, when you borrow something, when you're using your friend's stuff, when you're using your sister's things, when any other person at all, your brother, anyhow, just try and return it at the right time, because that's the best thing. And if should in case you might not be able to communicate with the person and tell them, okay, I won't be able to do this at this time, I need more time or something, you know, it saves you a lot of embarrassment. It saves you from stress. You know, they don't have to call you out, they don't have to bring your gist to the table and everybody is talking. Imagine someone is looking at you on a very high esteem and then they have so much respect for you, and at the end of the day you lose it. It's very bad. So please, we have to be cautious, we have to be careful, we have to know how to handle situations like that at all times. Try your possible best to avoid someone taking you to the place just because you borrowed their clothes or you rented something from them. It's very bad. So you just have to avoid it. In case you cannot meet up the time of agreement, see, everybody borrows. It's just a normal thing. But then when the time when the time of agreement is expired, you should try your possible best and return it. And should in case you don't have and you cannot communicate with the person, talk to them, plead with them to give you more time. Now it saves you from a lot. So we're going to take this moment to enjoy this good music by Flavor.